exciting. This is utilizing the mobile battery pack hooked up to the GoPro so that I don't have to bother with an extension cord and a wall wart and a cable plugged into the GoPro. So the GoPro itself is just running off of this portable little battery pack, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I do not have the ability of using a wireless microphone at this moment. And then as other videos have showed, I'm not able to use the cell phone as a wireless microphone either. I'm only able to use, in this particular case, the cell phone as the controller for the camera, so I can stop and start recording whenever I want to. So that's a good thing. What we're looking at here is now the table is cleared off of all troops, and we're getting ready to establish our first in the series of ancient combat scenarios. So I'm hoping that it comes out pretty good. We do have our markers available. We have several for the Romans. I think there's 6 cohorts, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and no cavalry as yet have been completed, but they will shortly. And in the time being, we will have 4 skirmisher detachments and 1 commander. So that is how we're going to be handling this going forward. And same with the Carthaginians. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, believe, and one of them is Spanish, so African 1, 4, 6, 6, 6, Spain 1 and 3, and 1 cavalry unit, with of course the same number of skirmishers. And commander, like so. So that is where we are at with putting the troops on. Now, as I had said before, the possibility for putting them out can be done randomly, but whereas in other eras you might be able to have the items separated by distances and it really wouldn't matter, your units would be coming together. In this particular case, in ancient combat, you really don't want to do that. It wouldn't make logical sense for them to be so spread out unless there was a big, huge reason that they were so dispersed.
I don't know that.
So we are going to group them, and just like that, into the 3 groups. The Spanish contingent, 3 Libyan cohorts of the 6th Legion, and then a Celt Gaul cavalry. That's item number, cavalry unit number, squadron number 5. And it's just the 1 squadron. It's not going to be more than that. The purpose of it is not like skirmishers. It's actually a formed body of troops. The Romans will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cohorts proper, ready to go, no cavalry, and 1 commander. So we will break them up into just 3 or 2 groups as such, so that they, however we decide to set up the scenario, we'll die roll where these things start, and then we'll go from there. But there has to be some order to the disorder. You can't just start them everywhere. anywhere. So you want to have some kind of beginning. So if the game was going to be played from that side to this side, you would basically have a die roll or something of that nature to say, okay, which side is going to be Gaul, or which side is going to be Carthaginian, which side is going to be Roman. And then from that, decide of the 3 Carthaginian units, 1, 2, and 3, and of the Romans, just 1 and 2. So if the Romans were on this side, it would either be a group of, see, it's just cut in half. So one group would be here, the other group would be there. Or they could be in the same. You would die roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for each one of the groups. And for each one of these, it'd be the same thing, but there's 3 groups. There could also be just 2. You could do it that way to be a little bit more fair. And so actually, let's do it like that. Let's just make 2 groups for both sides. So using the center of the table, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then rolling to see which group starts in each die roll sector. Again, they could both end up in the same sector. In other words, group 1, roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Group 2, roll it. Same. And then for the Romans, the same way. So what we'll do is we'll roll to see where the Carthaginians, doesn't matter which, either they're going to be 1, 2, 3 on that side of the table, 4, 5, 6 this side of the table. So let's do a 6-sided. So let's do a fresh roll. We just added the dice. Let's do a fresh roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Carthaginians. So the Carthaginians are going to be on this side, and we'll roll 1, 2, or 3 for the first group, 4, 5, or 6 for the second group. So 1, 2, or 3, and the first group is in the 4 area. So it's just simple as that. Now we're going to roll again for the second group. It could be the same, and it's not. It ends up being another. Okay, so that's where we are. Now, do we have to be more precise than this layout? We could. Again, we could 1, 2, 3 here, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's start with this one. And it's way over in the corner. And let's start with this one here. And it's right here. So that's interesting. It was either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And both of them ended up in the corners. Now, let's go to the Roman side. So we have 2 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first group is in this sector back there, and the next group is in the same sector. So both Roman units are in the same sector. Are they divided? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First one on the 1, 2, 3 on that sector up there. Second group, same. So they're both entering from up there. So that is already very interesting and fascinating. And we'll pick up the next episode, putting the units in position.